Just over 27% of people own some digital currency in Turkey, the highest rate in the world, and it's 23.5% in Argentina. Both countries face soaring prices and plunging currencies. Strategist Samson Mao, who helped drive El Salvador's Bitcoin adoption, says the country should wait for better market conditions before pressing ahead. But he says Ecuador and Peru are among nations that could also adopt crypto as legal tender.
Many countries in Latin America will be adopting Bitcoin. El Salvador is the first, but we know that many other countries in the region are starting to look towards it. And Bitcoin is starting to become a pressing part of political platforms.
El Salvador already adopted Bitcoin as legal tender. As you can see, more countries will be coming very soon in the years to come. You can see in some of the other countries, Bitcoin is needed where inflation is at all-time high levels. We really don't need it here in a first world country like the United States, but other countries need a currency that doesn't lose all of its value to massive amounts of inflation. What's happening, crypto family? Welcome back to the channel. Aaron here, coming back at you with another cryptocurrency video today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, why something massive is coming very, very soon. We're going to be checking out some clips, talking about the banking crisis. We're also going to be looking at some other things, some key indicators in today's video. So make sure to stay tuned for all of this information. And guys, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, make sure to check that out. You can get access to exclusive content that will be in the description below. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So this is one of the most important charts for Bitcoin, some on-chain data here. This is Glassnode. If you guys want to sign up to Glassnode, we do have an affiliate link. We'll have that in the description below and also in the comment section below. Check that out if you guys want to. But this is a Glassnode chart. This is the Bitcoin balance on exchanges. And you can see the Bitcoin balance on exchanges was continuing to go up and up and up from 2012 all the way up here till 2020. It basically peaked out at around 3.1 million Bitcoin on exchange. You guys know there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin. There's about around 5 million Bitcoin that have been lost forever and that people aren't ever going to get back. So it peaked out here in March of 2020. And then what happened? Basically, that halving of 2020 cut the amount of Bitcoin supply in half. And we have been losing Bitcoin ever since from the exchanges. This is a trend that will probably continue in the future, especially when we have the halving for Bitcoin next year and we have the Bitcoin happening in 2028, so on and so forth. So why is this important? This is important because of this chart right here, the M3 for the United States. This is the total money in the United States. And you can see it's been dipping down here as of recently. This is due to all of the rate hikes we've seen over the past year, the Fed trying to tighten the economy. But we can ignore that for now because what's really important is from the beginning of time, the United States and the rest of the world has printed money and put more and more dollars into the system. And you can see it's gone up and up and up and up. And after they got off that gold standard, it got even worse back here in the 70s. And COVID, they printed out a lot of money, and that's why we have the inflation that we have today. But this will continue in the future. So as Bitcoin supply continues to be flat at that 21 million mark, we have the halvings, which basically cuts the amount of supply released from the miners in half every single day. As that continues to happen, as more money continues to flow into the system as time goes on, we will continue to see more asset inflation. Bitcoin will continue to go up because it is the only hard asset in the world. If there is more demand for Bitcoin, the supply will not go up at all. You cannot say that for any other asset in the world, including gold. If gold's value continues to go up, if there's more demand for gold, the gold miners will start to mine more gold. You cannot say the same thing for Bitcoin. This is why it's one of the hardest assets in the world. And this is why Bitcoin has been the best performing asset over the past decade. And this monetary inflation will never stop. But it's very interesting. We've never seen the M3 money supply start to contract like it has here over the past year. And this is actually very concerning. And you can see why right here. This is from Kathy Woods. She says, as for Woods' favorite data, first money supply growth has started to dip and could turn negative, she said. The last time that happened was in the depression of the 1930s. So she believes that all of this deflation we're seeing right here, all of this money getting taken out of the economy, all this tightening could potentially cause a depression. And we have started to see some things. We've seen the banks start to fail. There's another clip we'll be checking out on that here in a second, so stay tuned for that. And we're starting to see some things in the economy crack. So this is actually an important chart for Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the exact opposite of fiat currency. Good investment to make right now because it is sitting at around $30,000. But as you can see here, this is the net unrealized profit loss. This is also from Glassnode, but you can see here, every single time Bitcoin gets in the net unrealized loss, that is the exact bottom for Bitcoin. You can see right here, it lasted 243 days where we were in the red. And if you look at past bear markets, we lasted 132 days and 265 days. So very, very similar before getting back into the green and going into a little bit of a bull run. So you saw back here in 2016, after we hit the bottom, we went into a multi-year bull run. But after 2019, it was a little bit more choppy. We went up to around $12,000. We fell down to $3,800. That was the COVID dump before going all the way up to what we saw in 2021 where Bitcoin hit $60,000, $70,000. So right now we are in that green area, but could be a great time to buy. Dollar cost average of the Bitcoin, put a little bit more into BTC. You can see all these charts. It seemed like the bottom was in last year when Bitcoin hit like 15,800 during the big FTX dump. So if you're thinking of Bitcoin a good investment right now, it's looking like it still is. We could be going into a multi-year bull run for BTC. And there's one clip I want to play for you guys here. U.S. senators are starting to wake up. People in our own government are starting to wake up and realize what the banks are doing is a complete Ponzi scheme. They just haven't figured out the answer yet, but the answer to all this is Bitcoin. Check out this clip here from Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana.
I just know the world is different now with technology and the way we can communicate so quickly. And banks exist on the basis of trust. They're really just, don't take this the wrong way, sophisticated Ponzi schemes. And they work when everybody trusts each other. And you get on that iPhone and start sending text messages, and you have the herd panic and stampede. Anybody can go broke.
The speed of transmission is completely
absolutely. It's breathtaking.
Senator Kennedy, thank you for being with us.
Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you found any value, make sure to hit that like button. My name is Aaron from Bitcoin Bros. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one, and have a great rest of your day.